A huge fire burning downtown right now has several fire trucks and police officers at the scene. From video on TV obtained, a business or several businesses are burning across the street from the GFL Memorial Gardens. As you can see, smoke is billowing out of the front of the building and huge flames are shooting through the roof at the back. PUC officials have been called in and it appears the power lines are down and a pole is also in jeopardy. Firefighters are seemingly challenged to get water on the blaze because the cold temperatures are affecting fire hydrants. A city transit bus was called in to accommodate apartment residents who had to be evacuated. Obviously, this is a very fluid situation, and On TV will keep you updated as more details become available. On Tuesday afternoon, City Police went to 629 Queen West for a possible wanted person. City Police say 40-year-old Cheryl Toucanay of no fixed address was outside of the residence when they arrived. Toucanay was wanted on an outstanding warrant, breach of undertaking, and officers took her into custody. As officers approached, 34-year-old Ryan Elliott of no fixed address positioned himself behind a wall in the residence. From behind the wall, the accused raised a long-barreled object and pointed it at officers. Officers retreated to a safe distance where they contained the residence. Later, Elliott willingly exited the residence and was taken into custody. The residence was secured and officers obtained a search warrant. When the warrant was executed, officers discovered that the object was a long, hollow black metal pipe that very closely resembled a shotgun barrel. Police say Elliott was wanted on a couple of outstanding warrants. He has also been charged with one count of assault with a weapon. Ontario's premier won't guarantee that full-day kindergarten will last beyond the next school year. Education consultations by Doug Ford's government are also looking at possibly removing class size caps for primary grades.
Well, first of all, the most important people to consult with are the parents. And we had the largest consultation in Ontario's history, if not Canada's history, with over 71,000 people, no matter if it was town halls or if it was teletown hall meetings or online or letters. So I think the parents are the most important. And right beside them are the teachers. Sitting down, talking to the frontline teachers as well, which is absolutely critical.
Ottawa says a new mechanism to alert Canadians of malicious meddling in the upcoming federal election will have a high threshold to go into effect. Democratic Institutions Minister Karina Gould says the protocol is aimed at swift action.
One of the things that's important is that the threshold for alerting the public needs to be high. It needs to be something that is compromising the ability for a free and fair election to take place. However, over the past 2 years, we have learned from incidents around the world, specifically in allied countries like the United States or France, as to what kinds of incidents those would be. And of course, they would be context dependent, but this protocol is put in place to ensure that, having learned from the experiences of our allies, that we can act swiftly here in Canada.
Netflix should compensate the people of Lac-Mégantic for using footage of the 2013 rail disaster there in fictional dramas. Canada's members of parliament have agreed unanimously on that. The motion they passed is non-binding. That's an expression of sentiment and not a law. But it's a stern rebuke from Canada's parliament aimed at the online streaming giant after footage from the rail explosion that killed 47 people in the Quebec town was used in the hit movie Bird Box and the series Travelers. MPs are demanding that Netflix remove all images of the Lac-Mégantic tragedy from its fiction catalog, a plea that has also been made by Quebec's culture minister Nathalie Roy and Lac-Mégantic mayor Julie Morin. Netflix has apologized, saying it was not aware of the source of the footage and has agreed to take steps to avoid using it in future productions, but the company has refused to remove the images from Bird Box.